Think of a wonderful thought, any merry little thought.
Think of Christmas, think of snow, think of sleigh bells, oh,
like reindeer in the sky. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Think of the happiest things. It's the same as having wings. Take the path that moonbeams make. If the moon is still
Epcot is an experimental prototype community that will always be in a state of becoming.
You go with the height and home to the stars beyond the blue. There's a Neverland waiting for you, where all your happy dreams come true.
An amusement theme park in Florida, similar to the one in California. We're now developing a master plan that encompasses the theme park and all the facilities around it that will serve the tourists. Hotels, motels, and a variety of recreation activities.
Think of all the joy you'll find when you leave this world behind and bid your cares goodbye. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
There it is, Wendy. Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
When there's a
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Think of all the joy you'll find when you leave the world behind and bid your cares goodbye. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
You can fly.
John Barrow, and this is Nick from Mazzu's Live here. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. I hope you all like that little video. I decided to start the stream a little differently today because we're going to be talking all about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because this is, and I was thinking about this earlier, this is our last stream before Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens for Disneyland. So this is our last stream on the channel that's at least scheduled before Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens. Now, if you guys have seen, I actually updated the YouTube channel banner. Today. I might have to put a picture in here. We'll see. Maybe later. Maybe if we have some extra time. But if you guys want to go check that out, I did update the YouTube channel banner. And we made it. We have it including Star Wars now. And that's a temporary thing. That's not a permanent thing. But the YouTube banner now includes Galaxy's Edge. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had some extra time today while I was getting the stream ready, so I thought, why not do that? But let me say hey to everybody here in the chat. Thank you all so very much for joining us. We have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk mainly about Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge, just because that's the park that's opening this Thursday, right? This Thursday? It's not. Oh, no, this Friday. Ooh, this Friday, not this Thursday. The Hollywood Studios one is on a Thursday, but we're going to be talking all about the, the Disneyland one that's opening this Friday. So let me say hey to everybody here in the chat. I hope you all are all doing well. Be sure to stick around. We're going to be talking all about the land, and I have a few more little videos about the land and different things like that. So let me say hey to everybody in the chat. We have Courtney Rainwaters, welcome. D. Hazel, Disney Fan 65, Greg's Disney's Adventures, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Jackson calls Logan, Janie B, Lisa, R. Johns, Rise, Richard Palmisano, welcome Richard. I hope you're doing well. Great to see you as always. We have Ryan, Steve's World, Touring the Galaxy, Veronica, and Zippy Doodad. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have Sawyer in the middle. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. And yeah, so I think we're just going to let a few more people come in, and we're going to talk about Galaxy's Edge. I have, let's see what I can tell you guys. I have one more video, and then I have some images to show you guys. As you all know, I like showing those videos and those images and things like that. Yeah, so it is our last stream of the channel before Galaxy's Edge opens this Friday in Disneyland. I also wanted to say that Disney Parks blog will be live streaming the dedication ceremony on May 29th at, I'm thinking this is the right time, 8:20 p.m. Pacific and 11:20 p.m. Eastern. I know it's like 11 at night Eastern. I just don't know if it's 20 or 30 or something like that around then. So I know it's a little late for us in the East Coast, but if you would like to go watch that dedication ceremony, you can absolutely feel free to. Yeah, Richard, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, and my phone's buzzing like it always does, so let me turn my Do Not Disturb on. So I wanted to discuss Galaxy's Edge with you, but before we go into that, I have something in the description box today. In the description box, there is a link. It's the second link. The first link automatically gets put there. The second link says, I can't pull it up here, but the second link says stream suggestions, or it says something with the Google form on it. I don't know what the second, I can pull it up. How about that? Before we get started and jump into our whole Galaxy's Edge thing. Let's turn that down. It says suggest a stream topic. That's what I thought it said. So Disney hasn't been updating us with that much news right now. There's not that much to talk about. And I didn't even know until this morning what to talk about. That's why the stream was scheduled so late. And I thought, why not just talk about Galaxy's Edge? But I'm going to let you guys help me out. If you go to the description box, there is a link. It says suggest a stream topic, and there's a link. It's a Google form for you to suggest a topic, like Galaxy's Edge, or Tron Construction, or Disney Transportation, or like tips for a first visit. Like, you can go suggest a stream topic. So I want everybody, if whatever topics you have, if they've been used a while back, or they haven't been used, or you're just thinking of it, go suggest a topic. And let me know what you'd like to see on some of the streams. Again, thank you everybody so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's jump into Galaxy's Edge. Now, Galaxy's Edge is scheduled to open on May 31st in Disneyland. And it's a lot earlier than we thought, because originally Disney slated the opening date for summer, not September either. The summer, they slated the opening date for summer in Disneyland and fall for Walt Disney World. We were thinking like December for Walt Disney World and June for Disneyland. Disney shocked us on March 7th, 2019 and bumped up the dates tremendously, but there's a little catch to that. They bumped up the date for Disneyland to be May 31st, and they bumped up the Galaxy's Edge date for Walt Disney World to be August 29th. But there is a little catch to that. The headliner attraction, Rise of the Resistance, will not be open on those opening days. So there's a little bit of a catch there. And so there's technically like two opening dates. The opening date for the land, and there's the opening date for the second attraction that's supposed to open later in the year. And you've been seeing in all the videos I've played in the past and all that sort of stuff about the opening date in the later of the year. But I also do want to say really quickly, since it's our last stream of the month of May, that the entire month of May we have been celebrating and raising awareness for the International Month of Vascular Birthmarks. The International Day of Awareness was on May 15th. We updated our entire social media line, including our Twitter cover and Instagram profile picture to include the VBF logo. If you would like to go check out the ways to donate directly through Vascular Birthmark Foundation, you can go in the description, as well as ways to not donate and still support them. There's an anti-bullying pledge. They are trying to get to 2,500 signatures. If you want to go sign that, it takes no time at all, and I know they really appreciate it. So if you would like to go check that out, that's in the description as well. Those donations do not go to me. They go directly to the Vascular Birthmark Foundation. And there are links in the description box. So there's our last stream of the month of May, so we've been promoting that all of May. And our Twitter profile picture has stayed that way for the entire month of May, and we're going to change it back on June 1st. And there's also a new, before we dive into everything else I want to say, there is a new cover photo for the week of what, the 26th, I guess, today, because today's the 26th. There's a new cover photo for just this week of the until June 2nd. Yeah, 26th to the 2nd. There is a new cover photo including Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you would like to go join our group on Facebook, you can just search Magical News Live Hub, or Magic News Live Hub Group, or Magic News Live Insiders. It pops up if you search one of those, and you can go join our group. I ask you, please answer the questions that you are prompted to answer, because if you don't answer them, I don't know if you're real or not. So answer the questions, and I know you're real. And also, please don't say I have 40 subscribers, because that's not the number I have. So check the number of subscribers I have before you answer the questions, just to prove you're not a robot or anything like that. Awesome. Okay. Bell Southern, Touring the Galaxy. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody else. Welcome. Okay, I want to show you guys this. This is a picture that Disney put out on their website, on Disney Parks blog, about the guide map and what the map of the park will look like now. So this is the guide map for the Disneyland park. You can see they have one of the rides, I think that's Smuggler's Run, on the front page, and then if you see in the top left, you can see they have Galaxy's Edge there. And the thing I thought interesting, I mean, of course, Galaxy's Edge is not supposed to be all rainbows and sunshine, but it's a lot darker than the other lands. I thought that was kind of interesting. But you know what? Let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at what is in Galaxy's Edge for what's it called? For Disneyland. Yes, and happy Memorial Day, well, I guess tomorrow, but happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody here. Monorail's section leader, that's a great name, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge map for Disneyland. This is not the one for Walt Disney World, this is strictly for Disneyland, even though the lands are very similar. If you can take a look at the number 19, if you can find number 19 on your screen, that is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, that headliner attraction that will be opening later this year. They haven't given us a date, but I'm thinking fall 2019. If you take a look at number 20, which is in the back, kind of behind, by the letter T and U, number 20 is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. The minimum height requirement is 38 inches, and people do need to get out of their wheelchairs and scooters to experience that. Although they haven't said anything for Star Wars Rise of Resistance. You can't see one of those little symbols there, which is interesting. Number 21 and 22 are both shops within the land, which are really close to each other, which I thought was odd. And then R, S, T, U, and V are Disney Dining. S, T, and V all include mobile ordering. U and R do not include mobile ordering. So just a fun fact there, for those of you who did not know about that. This is, and we're going to go back to these images again later, but this is the app. This is the Disneyland app. This is what not My Disney Experience, that's not what they use over there, but this is what the Disneyland app is showing for Galaxy's Edge. Now, if we kind of compare them, you can tell they look somewhat similar. And I'm going to go back here so I know what I'm looking at. So, if you can see the Millennium Falcon, you can't see my cursor, but I'm hovering over it. You can see the Millennium Falcon. That's where Millennium Falcon ride will obviously be. If you look at the bottom left corner, that is where Rise of the Resistance will be. And if you look to the right-ish, if you go down to the right-ish of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge where it says that, that is where the shops are. Awesome. Let me go back to my camera. I have to scroll up through all of this amazing stuff. Our Disney Adventures, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Disney Conchalo, hola, ¿qué tal? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and I don't know if they haven't updated the Disney World app. That just says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's nothing fancy on there. But May 31st will be the opening of the event. I know a lot of people are live streaming it, which I'm curious how the connection's going to do. But in Disneyland, they are on a reservation system, so I think it will be okay. There might be a little lag here and there. But my good friends at Resort TV 1, if you've not subscribed to them already, go do so. My friends at Resort TV 1 will be live streaming on 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time of the opening day of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland on Friday, May 31st. So if you want to go check that out, you can see what's happening in Disneyland over there. I'm going to play a video here in just a little bit that's going to be like a know before you go to Disneyland for Galaxy's Edge that Disney posted, and it says everything. It says everything that you need to know, and we're going to look at that in just a second. Disney World Adventures, Chris, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed to Chris over at Disney World Adventures, he has an awesome channel, so be sure to go definitely do that. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Courtney Rainwater says, I hope they have a different design for the Hollywood Studios map because each map should be unique to the park. That's what I'm thinking. I think they might. We'll see, though. Yep, I'm curious how live stream will go, too, although it's just, we gotta wait and see. Nobody can tell right now. Yeah. So hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Disney Conchalo, thank you so much for sharing the video on your community tab. I love when people share the video on the community tab. It comes up on my screen saying their channel shared your video, so thank you. I appreciate that. For those of you who just joined in or whatever, if you go in the description box, the second link that suggests a stream topic, there's not that much in the world of Disney to talk about that I haven't covered already, so I'm going to allow you guys to suggest a stream topic, something that we talk about every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you go to the description box, there's a Google form where you can submit a topic for us to talk about. I'm not saying I'm going to use every single one of them, but a few of them I'll very possibly use. So go check out that link in the description. It helps a lot. If you have not already, be sure to hit that like button. It lets me know that you are enjoying what you're seeing. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. We go live every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Click the notification bell to get notified of when we go live. Again, every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. MickeyBlog.com, welcome. And they are going to be live streaming the press event, so actually before the land opens, on May 29th, I believe. Hopefully I'm getting the date right. Either May 29th or May 30th on their Facebook page. So go check out MickeyBlog.com on their Facebook page and their website. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and and they're going. So this is how Disney's going to tell, because you're going to have a 4-hour window of how long you can be in Galaxy's Edge. This is how Disney's going to be able to tell. They're going to give you a different color wristband, so you can go in from 2 to what? 2 to 5? No, that's 2 to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to 5, I guess. I don't know. Whatever the 4-hour period is. You can go in for a 4-hour period, and you will be able to walk around through the land for 4 hours. After the 4 hours, they're going to see, okay, the orange wristband people are done. So if the color's orange for whatever time, the orange wristband people will get kicked out. They'll say, like, can you please exit or do whatever you have to do, and they'll let the new group of people come in. That's how they're going to be able to tell who's in for a certain period of time. So Disney World Adventures, thank you so much for sharing the video on your community page. It means a lot. So they're going to be able to see what the wristband you have. So if there's like a green and an orange and a blue, whatever colors they have, like, okay, the green wristband people are fine right now, but we have to get the blue wristband people out here in 15 minutes. Like, that's how they're going to be able to tell what reservation you have. For your reservations, you need to bring a photo I believe it's government issued for all adults, a government issued photo ID. That helps them make sure that you are actually the one with the reservation. Our Disney Adventures, welcome. Yeah, that's that. So now I want to show you guys a little video. It's about 3 minutes that actually Disney made, because sometimes I like to use their stuff with providing credit in the top right of the video, about know before you go, some things to know before you go to Galaxy's Edge. Now this video, and I did write it on the bottom of the video, this does apply to Disneyland, California. It does not apply to Walt Disney World at this moment. A lot of it does, but this doesn't apply to Disney World at the moment. LSU Mom, I don't know if I said hi to you already, but if not, welcome and thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let me get the video up and running. We're going to watch that. It's about 3 minutes, not too long, and that's that. And you can actually get a glimpse at the name tags and the cast member costumes that they have in the land. So take a look at this.
Hello again, it's Justin with another edition of Know Before You Go. Today's topics: when can I arrive? How do I get in? How do I queue? You must have 1,000 questions. And why not? We are all super excited for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to open, but we gotta know before we go. First question: when is the first day the guests can visit this awesome new land? That one's easy, May 31st. Now, most important question: what do I need to get in? A reservation. If you plan to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge between May 31st and June 23rd, you must have a reservation. Unfortunately, reservations are not available at this time on Disneyland.com. But you can still book a hotel stay at one of our Disneyland Resort hotels. Just stay sometime between May 31st and June 23rd, and your hotel stay comes with a reservation to enter the land. Pretty cool, right? If you are visiting May 31st to June 23rd, remember to bring all your reservation information, including your QR code and a government-issued ID for all adults in your party, to make your check-in as smooth as possible. Here's another big question: where is the standby line to get into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Nowhere, my friend. There is no standby line into this new land from May 31st to June 23rd. Okay, let's do a quick know before you go rundown of when you should plan to arrive at the Disneyland Resort. If you have a reservation for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there is no need to arrive super early to get into the land, because you will get in. You may check in up to 2 hours ahead of your Star Wars Galaxy's Edge reservation at Star Wars Launch Bay in Tomorrowland. Now, those of you who do not have a reservation will not be able to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge from May 31st to June 23rd, but you can still enjoy the rest of the Disneyland Resort. Pretty amazing, right? And remember, no reservations are required for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge after June 23rd. Now, if you're coming on May 31st for merchandise, please remember, our parking lots open at midnight, but the earliest you may line up is 2 a.m. Now, there's no opening moment on May 31st and no giveaway, so hit that snooze button and get some shut-eye. Everyone planning to come prior to park opening, please keep in mind, as always, queues will be kept orderly. As more and more guests arrive, the queue may move around, so please do not bring items into the queue like chairs or large coolers you cannot bring into the park as a guest. As always, we'll do our best to keep you informed every step of the way so you know exactly where to go. So don't worry, our security team and our cast members will be on hand to make sure our lines are comfortable, efficient, and keep moving, and we appreciate your cooperation and your patience. Also, if you plan to dress up, please remember the costume policy for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the same as our current policy for the rest of the resort. Disney bounding is encouraged, but guests over 14 years of age cannot wear costumes. And for your safety and the safety of others, masks, robes, and other items that drag on the ground are not allowed. Last question: are you excited? We are! On behalf of all your friends at the Disneyland Resort, we look forward to your visit and sharing the adventure of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge with you. We hope to see you soon, and may the Force be with you.
There we go. Awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. hopefully it helped you guys understand to know before you go for Galaxy's Edge. Now that applies to Disneyland, that video, but the majority of the stuff there actually applies to Walt Disney World as well. Now what they said was you can line up starting at 2 a.m. for merchandise. I believe that was for merchandise. I don't think that was for the reservations. But I'm not sure how it's going to apply for Walt Disney World. I don't know if you're going to be able to line up at 2 a.m. or when they're going to start allowing people to line up, because you aren't really going to need that, I don't think. I don't know. Because Disney World is basically a free-for-all. You can just walk right in, and there's no issue. Walt Disney World is basically a free-for-all. But as far as Disneyland goes, because it's the first land to open, and also a lot of it is locals that go to Disneyland. A lot of it's SoCal annual pass holders. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Kristen, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Touring the Galaxy. If you guys are not subscribed to Touring the Galaxy already, go do so. They are live streamers in Walt Disney World, so you guys can go check out some of their stuff. Mickey Ball will be live streaming at 2 a.m. Pacific time, filming the merchandise line. So if you guys would like to go watch on mickeyblog.com on Facebook, they will be live streaming at 2 a.m. Pacific time to be able to film the merchandise line and show you guys how crazy those lines will be. Yeah, well, and that was actually the cast uniform for Galaxy's Edge. That was actually the uniform they wear. And they have certain name tags. Their name tags have the different language in them, so that'll be interesting. Also in Galaxy's Edge, it's a really immersive land. It's actually the most immersive land Disney has ever made, and they've had this in the works since 2015. It was either 15 or 14. I'm pretty sure it was 15. And it's really an immersive land. One of the ways I can think of is for the Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, and Dasani water bottles. It's not just going to be this isn't Dasani, but it's not just going to be a regular water bottle. They're actually going to look totally different. It's going to be like Star Wars water bottles and Star Wars soda bottles and all that stuff. I think it's pretty cool, and that's really immersive. Now, the Kilt guy, Nikki, was there in Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland for one of the cast previews, and she said the land's totally immersive. But one of the things that was not immersive, one of the things that took you away from it, was when you buy something. When you buy something, you get one of the Disney Parks shopping bags. Like it's just Disney Parks. If Disney did like a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge shopping bag, it would be totally immersive. You wouldn't even think you were in Disneyland. You would think you were in the Star Wars land itself. It's pretty cool. And as we discussed earlier, the what's it called? I just forgot what I was saying, but oh yeah, the Rise of the Resistance attraction will not be open on the opening day. So, and that's why it's opening so early. That's why it caught us all by shock, because all the videos and descriptions and everything they've been saying was saying that summer for Disneyland and fall for Disney World. So that's interesting. Isaac Nail, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. BR Fan TV, welcome. Timothy Rainwaters, welcome. People were talking about on one of the fountains there was going to be an animatronic that pops out at you if you hold it too long. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, and this is the thing. I don't have this video loaded up here, but the Coke, especially because the Dasani water bottles are a regular water bottle. The Coke cans, and let me see if I can even pull up a picture. Not the cans, the bottles, I guess, are very small. They're like, I don't think it caught a lot of people, but so this is a regular Coke bottle they sell in the parks. Not that. That's weirdly shaped. This is a regular... Why can't I find one? This is a regular Coke bottle that they sell in the parks. If I can find a picture. These are all cans. Coke bottle. Here. This is a regular Coke bottle that they sell in the parks. Let's see if you guys can see this. There you go. This is a regular Coke bottle that they sell in the parks. You guys can make that out. Now, this is the one they will be selling in Galaxy's Edge. And just compare the sizes, because I'm sure you've all seen a Coke bottle before in your life, but Galaxy's Edge Coke products. Just take a look at how small these are. Okay, so just for reference, the Dasani water bottle is... Because I'm going to turn my phone. The Dasani water bottle is a regular size water bottle. And then take a look at how small the Coke bottles are. Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite. Now, they don't say Coke on them. I mean, you can make it out. They say underneath it, but I mean, like you can tell the Sprite one's Sprite. So take a look at this. This is... Where are we? There you go. This is how small... I'm like tilting it. This is how small the Coke bottles are. You can see the Dasani bottle is a regular sized water bottle, just like a Coke bottle would be. And then that's how small the Sprite bottles would be. The Sprite, Coke, and Diet Coke. Like, yeah, that's pretty small. So, I don't know if you should have made it bigger or done something else, but, like, that's gonna, like, I don't know, it's just small. And if you guys saw that video, where the promo where they showed how it was going to be part of an immersive land with the Coke and the Diet Coke and the Sprite and the Dasani water all having the different language on it and all that. I was like, the Coke is small. I mean, yeah, it's shaped. It's pretty cool, but like, it's really immersive. It's really themed well. But the Coke is pretty small. It is. It's like a BB-8 Coke. It's, I don't know. That was just my opinion. Like, the Dasani water is fine. It's a regular size water bottle. You could have made the Coke and the Diet Coke and the Sprite like that, though. Just saying. I don't think... Let me just see here really quickly. So for those of you who were not here, I know we kind of dived into this in the beginning. I'm just going to show this again, because why not? For those of you who are not here in the beginning, but this is... And I'll just talk about this really briefly. This is what Disney posted on their website for the guide map for Disneyland Park and what the entire park will look like now. You can see, you guys can tell where Main Street is with the partner statue. There's going to be 3 entrances. Actually, I can show this here, I think. Let me try to zoom out of this. There are 3 entrances. Yeah, you can see it. This is like a sample of what the app... This is what the Disneyland app shows. There's 3 entrances, and I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you guys can tell. There's one... You can't see my cursor. There's one... If you see the Big Thunder Mountain in the bottom right, there's one little gate right there. That's one of the entrances. That's the main entrance, I think. Yeah, it is the main entrance. Now, if you go to the top right, and I'm only bringing it up this much just so you can see. The top right, that little pathway, that's another entrance, and that's I believe the Fantasyland entrance. And then the bottom right is another entrance, or the bottom left, excuse me. The bottom left is another entrance. I don't know where that... I'm assuming... I'm actually going to double check that right now on my phone, but I believe that leads to Critter Country, if I'm remembering right. Let's check. Let me double check here really quickly. I have the... Oh, and they also... Oh, I didn't notice that. I'll show you guys this here in a second. I didn't realize they updated the app to show the new castle. So that does lead to Critter Country. I'll show you guys... You know, I'll show you guys here. Hold on. Camera. Okay. So this is... I don't want to have to stand up, but I kind of have to. This is the Galaxy's Edge I love how this camera focuses, kind of. That's Galaxy's Edge. Now, right here, you can see still where it is. There's Splash Mountain on the bottom. There's Splash Mountain on the bottom. If you follow the path from Splash Mountain up, it takes you to that Big Thunder Mountain area, and then that takes you into Galaxy's Edge. That's the Critter Country entrance, and then the Fantasyland entrance is right by what? That's Toontown, right? No, that's not Toontown. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Hold on. That's not Toontown. The Fantasyland entrance takes you right by Dumbo and Casey Jr. train. There's really two entrances right by each other. Well, there's three entrances here. I'm seeing three. There's the Fantasyland, the Big Thunder, and the Critter Country one. But the Big Thunder one is the main one. That's what they're saying here. But if you guys see where all the wait times are, let's see. Focus. Where all those little wait times are, the 10s and the 5s. If you see the little path that goes under the ground next to it, that takes you right into Galaxy's Edge. So there's three entrances. At least I think that should be an entrance. Yeah, they're heavily guarded. Yep. And they've also done that with Disney World, actually. They're all heavily guarded. If you've seen where on Toy Story Land, the opening day, they actually had, yep, there's one main one and two small. Yeah, so the main one's the Big Thunder Mountain one. If you've seen, actually, it's kind of weird, but so on opening day of Toy Story Land, they opened up that big gate. You could see fully into Galaxy's Edge. And that was just for crowd control, so they could let people go out and people go in and out and in. And that was for crowd control. And they opened up that gate, and everybody got their phones out. Everybody was taking pictures, and then they immediately said, "This is a bad idea. We can't have the gate open. People are going to take pictures of Galaxy's Edge," which, I mean, they should have thought of that in the beginning. And they closed the gate, and that was that. So then they had to get a new way to get people out. So yeah, that was that. Yes, so, and from May 31st to June 23rd, you need a reservation to get into Galaxy's Edge. So if you're there and, you know, you're staying off property or whatever, like, you need a reservation to get in. Now, you can still go into the Disneyland park. You can still go ride, you could still ride, what's it called? Dumbo or Haunted Mansion or whatever you want on May 31st to June 23rd. Absolutely you can. There's no issue with that. But you can't get into the land. They won't let you in. They check photo IDs. They check your reservation. And when you check in, you actually check in by Star Wars Launch Pad. I think it's kind of weird. You check in at Tomorrowland. And that's pretty far away. If you guys, let's take a look at this again. Just for reference here. If we, where are my map? Okay, if you take a look here, the area, I'm trying to think. The area that's blue, the blue area to the right of the partner statue, like the blue ground kind of. Pink is Fantasyland, but if you look to the blue right by that, on the right side of the park map, that's Tomorrowland. And then the top left is Galaxy's Edge. So it's like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird how they're placing it at. Like the check-ins as far away as it could possibly be. I mean, if anything happened in Fantasyland or something like that, that's just interesting. Corey Meets World, welcome. If you guys have not subscribed to Corey Meets World already, I'm sure many of you have, but go check out his channel. He does live streams from the parks usually every Thursday or Wednesday, and then dining reviews usually every Saturday, and he did a dining review of the Edison yesterday. I enjoyed that one. So go subscribe to Corey Meets World if you have not already. I'm sure many of you have. On the My Disney Experience app, it has coming in August. It was there a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know if it's still in the app. Is Disney World going to be that way as well? So, yes, the app still says coming in August. They haven't updated the map there yet. And there's no reservation system. There's no check-in. It's going to be like Toy Story Land. It's just Toy Story Land, but it's another land. It's a free-for-all. Everybody goes in. They'll open the park at 6 a.m. in the morning. Everybody just goes in. It's a free-for-all. You get in. If you don't, there's a standby line. There is no standby line for Disneyland. And we're talking mostly about Disneyland today. There is no standby line for Disneyland. Doesn't matter if you have a reservation or not. Like, you cannot wait in a standby line. August at D23. I'm excited to hear everything about D23 in August. I know Corey and Dev are going to be there doing all the coverage and some live streams and stuff like that. I'm excited to hear. I think we're going to get a opening date for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway then. I think we're going to get an opening date. Because I don't think they're going to announce it in July, but I think they'll announce it in August. There's rumors of it being February. Now, I called it already that it was February. That hasn't been confirmed by Disney. All we know by Disney is spring 2020. But apparently, it's February 2020. That's the inside knowledge. That's the rumor for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I called that. And then yesterday I said, my prediction is February 14th, 2020. Why? Because Mickey and Minnie, Valentine's Day, it's a ride for Mickey and Minnie. So why not open it on Valentine's Day because it's Mickey and Minnie? I think it will be February 14th, 2020. I already got the February part right. Let's see if I can get the 14th right. But they haven't confirmed that yet. But at least as rumors go, I've gotten the February part right. Yeah, as far as crowds go, Disneyland will not be that crowded in September, I'm thinking, as if you're talking about Disneyland. Disneyland will not be that crowded in September because, like, people already experience it. People want to go to Walt Disney World one now. Yes, it will be crowded. There will be people in there, but it won't be that crowded. Now, Walt Disney World will be crowded in September? Yes, the short answer is yes. Toy Story Land was crowded in July after it opened. But that was also summer, like September. Now, Disney was smart with Walt. Let's go to the Walt Disney World really quickly. Disney was very smart in how they played out Walt Disney World. Because A, they did August 29th as the opening date. But August 29th is also Flower and Garden opening day. Very clever thinking. They're trying to get as many people away from Galaxy's Edge as possible. Because they know it's going to be crowded. They don't have a reservation system. So they're trying to get as many people away as they can. But still having people come, of course. But say again when Disney Parks shows Galaxy's Edge. When Disney Parks shows... Oh, Disney Parks does their live stream at 8:20 p.m. Pacific. Oh, Food and Wine. Did I say Flower and Garden? Food and Wine, not Flower and Garden. I'm sure I did. Whoops. Food and Wine. It's the opening day of Food and Wine, because Flower and Garden's happening right now. That's why it's on my mind. Opening day of Flower and Food and Wine. Jeez. But yes, 8:20 p.m. Pacific, 11:20 p.m. Eastern, May 29th, Disney's going to do their dedication ceremony for the land. It's the opening day of Food and Wine, not Galaxy's Edge. Or not... Yes, Galaxy's Edge. Jeez. We're having a fun time. Let's try this again. It's the opening day of Food and Wine and Galaxy's Edge. Very smart playing Disney. It's also a vlogger's nightmare. As I saw Corey say that in the chat. I hate they're doing that to me. They know I want to vlog both. It's a vlogger's nightmare. Because people want to go do Galaxy's Edge, but people want to be in Food and Wine too. Now, it should open on the 14th. That's why I was guessing that. Disney hasn't confirmed February for Mickey and Minnie's. But that's the rumor. So I think, let's see if I'm right. You all heard it here first, if I'm right. Of course, absolutely. Disney Parks blog will be live streaming that. But it's a vlogger's nightmare, literally, because you want to go to both. This is my opinion. If you want to go to both, go to Galaxy's Edge in the morning. Go in the morning. And then, once you've done everything, don't stay around forever. Once you've done everything and you've seen most of the land, you've taken some pictures and stuff like that, leave. Get out of there. Go to Epcot. Epcot will not hit capacity that day. No parks will hit capacity that day, I can guarantee you. Hollywood Studios, I think, will, and I've called it that it'll hit capacity in the first hour. Besides Hollywood Studios, no parks should hit capacity. Although Hollywood Studios will hit capacity, I think. Then go to Food and Wine, not Flower and Garden. Go to Food and Wine, do your whatever you want, and then I would say if you want to go to Animal Kingdom on the August 29th, Animal Kingdom at night, or Magic Kingdom at night. First of all, nobody will be in Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom will be a dead zone that day because there's nothing happening in Animal Kingdom on that day. But when you go in Magic Kingdom, Magic Kingdom will maybe be a little crowded. Origins and Adventures. I wonder if Toy Story Land will be empty when Galaxy's Edge and Food and Wine open up. Toy Story Land will be crowded because, consider it this way. There's a family who hasn't been to Disney since, 2011, random year. A family has not been to Disney since 2011, and it's their first trip in, 8 years. They haven't seen Toy Story Land yet, and they're going for Galaxy's Edge. And they finish Galaxy's Edge in the morning. They just go on over to Toy Story Land. A lot of people will be in Toy Story Land that day. Surprising or not, a lot of people will be in Toy Story Land on August 29th. Not as many people as the opening day, but there will be a lot of people. The Flight of Passage, I think, Flight of Passage won't be long, but it won't be super short. I'm guessing around an hour, maybe anywhere from 90 to 120 minutes, because people have already done Galaxy's Edge. Pandora has died down. Pandora has easily died down. I don't know, Pandora, it's interesting. Pandora, I felt like, I'm not going to say underrated, but it was a low opening for a Disneyland. And it's weird because it was just, people just moved on from Pandora. People act like it's been there for years and years now. I don't know. That's just my opinion. The waits will be down. And the waits have gone down, surprisingly. You'll see Alien Swirling Saucers at a 20-minute wait sometimes at 12 p.m. now. It's weird. But Alien Swirling Saucers, I feel like, was a big disappointment from Disney's perspective because, I don't know why my computer just signed me out, but it is a little bit of a disappointment from Disney's end, I think, because, Alien Swirling Saucers is I don't have to run in the park and be the first one to ride that ride. That's kind of Slinky Dog. It's like Slinky Dog and then Alien Swirling Saucers can go below it, I think, from a lot of people. All the wait times will be affected, absolutely. Wait to 2021, it will be busy. This is my opinion on waiting until 2021. Yes, Tron will be open, Ratatouille should be open, Guardians of the Galaxy should be open, a ton of new things will be open. But, and also it's the 50th anniversary. If you don't get to go that much, you could wait till 2021. Galaxy's Edge isn't going anywhere. But, I don't know. If you would like to wait till 2021, be my guest. You don't have to. Whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah, well, again, thank you all very much for being here. We're not going to end the stream right now. We'll stay on for a few more minutes. But yeah, then that's a lot of the opening details about Disneyland. Rise of the Resistance, again, the headliner attraction will not be opening the day on the opening day. It will be opening later in the year. I'm thinking fall for Disneyland, and then maybe December for Disney World, because these lands would have, if they wanted to open everything at once, the lands would have opened later. They would have opened in possibly summer or possibly fall 2019. Armando, welcome. How many of you will be putting money away for the Star Wars Resort? Well, it's rumored that rooms are starting like minimum $1,000 a night, which is ridiculous. But I mean, we haven't heard that much about the Star Wars Resort 2. We haven't even heard that much about Reflections, the Disney Lakeside, whatever they called it. I don't even know when that's opening. I don't know if they said late 2019 or there's another time. When do you predict the opening of Ratatouille? Opening of Ratatouille. I'm going to go with late 2020. That's my guess. Late 2020. We'll see if it opens then or not. I'm going to guess during Food and Wine 2020. During Food and Wine 2020 is my guess. So now I have a little question for you guys. Well, also I do want to say, just again, because some people have joined and gone out and stuff like that. There is a link in the description for you guys to be able to suggest a stream topic. So, because there's not that much in the world of Disney that for me to talk about that we haven't talked about too much already. So if you go to the description, you guys can actually suggest a topic that we talk about on stream. So if you want to do it now or when the stream ends or whatever, you can go to the link in the description. There's a Google form where you can suggest a topic. I might use some of them, I might not use some of them, but just for you guys to have a voice in the channel. Now my question for you guys, and let me know here in the chat, okay, I think we're back. Not sure if that was, so my question for you guys in the chat, how many hours, if Galaxy's Edge was a standby line only, and you got there and it was X amount of hours, how long would you wait in line? What's your maximum point of how long you would wait in a line to get in Galaxy's Edge? Not even for the attractions. What's your maximum amount of minutes or hours that you would wait just to get in the land? Not even a line for the attractions. We're pretending the attractions are a totally separate line. What is the maximum amount of minutes you would wait? Let me know in the chat. That's my question. That's today's question, and we'll start wrapping up the stream, I think. Yeah, so let me know. I'm curious what how many hours you guys are gonna say. Disney World Adventures, thank you so much for stopping by, Chris. I appreciate it. Probably only 5 hours because I would want to do other things and ride other rides. Yep, that's true. I plan on waiting 12 hours. Oh, geez, 12 hours. That's a long wait, 12 hours. That's your entire day right there. That's an entire park day. Like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is like 12 hours. That's an entire park day. Depends on how busy you are. That's true. Depends on how busy you are. For me, I would wait 2 hours. I'm going to go with 2 hours. I would wait 2 hours to get into Galaxy's Edge. That's what I'm thinking. That's my number. I'd say 1-2 hours by free time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 2 hours for me. Not anywhere above 2 hours. Maybe 2.5 if I'm feeling like I can do it, but definitely around 2 hours. LSU mom says 2 hours. Yeah, well, I guarantee you, there's people who would wait 12 hours. I'm sure of it. Yeah, props for 12 hours, absolutely. Yep. 1 hour wait to get in, then 2 hours max for the ride. A lot of us will be there the following night. Yeah, people will line up the night before. People will. People will. And also, I wanted to share this on the stream too. My friends over Brandy and Dave, their channel name is Brandy and Dave. They are really close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed to them already, Brandy and Dave, they do a ton of Disney videos and they're amazing people. Go subscribe to Brandy and Dave. Let them know I sent you. They're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for everything that we've talked about for Galaxy's Edge. I want to thank everybody so much for joining us today. It's our very last stream until Galaxy's Edge officially opens in Disneyland. I will see you all the night before. Yep, I knew what you meant. I will see you all next Sunday at 4 for a stream with a topic that I'm yet to decide. Go vote for a stream topic in the description box down below. Go write in one. Yep, I know Dave wants to wait the night before. Go write one of your topics for a future stream in the description box down below where it says suggest a stream topic. Armando said I booked it last year and it just happens. That's awesome. 2 hours max. Opening day, so I'll wait however long. It was another time up to 4 hours. Yes, Brandy was with Jenna on a couple of vlogs. Yep. Anyways, thank you guys very much for joining. I really appreciate it. I will see you all next Sunday, not Saturday, at 4 p.m. Eastern. Our stream is on schedule for right now, but as I announced last night, our streams could get delayed or canceled at any time, especially in the month of June. So that's pretty much it. So hope you all have a truly magical weekend, and happy Memorial Day, and I will see you all next Sunday at 4. Take care, everyone.